Hey guys, today we're gonna work on a computer. It's an MSI Katana A15, and the issue with this guy, I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see, is actually the DC jack, which looks pretty busted. Okay, so we're gonna replace the DC jack. So let's open it up. We'll have a few screws here on the side. Gotta remove those.
Recording is still running.
Okay. Now with the screws removed, let's actually pull these guys, because okay, some of them they don't want to come out easily out of there. Okay, so we're gonna take a pry tool and we're just gonna go like this onto the bottom. There should be some plastic clips. Okay. And we go around the edges, just like so.
Recording is still running.
Yeah, ignore that annoying voice. I'm also recording it for a different platform, so that's why you get that that notification. Okay, so now we are lucky that in this particular computer the manufacturer didn't decided to solder the jack directly onto the main board. So basically this is the power jack, okay, which will go under the fan and it plugs right in there. Now, in order to be able to remove this, we will have to remove the heatsink. Removing the heatsink, you'll have to reapply the thermal paste and thermal pads. So first things first, let's disconnect the battery. Okay, so it's safe to work on it. Okay, battery is removed. Now let's see if I can. Now probably I cannot lift. Yeah, so we'll have to remove the whole heatsink, including the fans, which are part of the heatsink. So we're gonna disconnect the fans. Okay, so because this one has an AMD Ryzen CPU, my guess is that they used liquid metal as a thermal solution. Now the thing with the liquid metal is that you can pretty much kind of reuse it. It's not like a thermal paste, as the liquid metal does not solidify. So if you remove it slowly and make sure you don't put it anywhere around the components, chances are you're gonna be able to reuse it. That just in case you do not have a liquid metal handy, which is what I would recommend. And now whenever you're removing something, just replace it. So that stands for liquid.
Recording is still running.
For liquid metal and for regular thermal paste. Okay, now let me get a screwdriver. Okay, If it's just thermal paste, definitely replace it, even if it looks good. So we gotta move this a little bit left and right. And let's see. Oh wow, no liquid metal. AMD Ryzen 9, they're just using thermal paste, so that's great. Now we have access to the actual DC jack, which is held by one screw here. You can pull it up because it's using glue, and then press on this tab while you're pulling. Okay, so this is out, and you can see the difference. This is the old one, this is the new one. Okay, and I plug it in. Now if you're asking me where did you get it, the answer is pretty obvious: eBay or Amazon. Okay, I bought this particular one off Amazon. It is an exact replacement of the old one. Okay, there we go. This you might have to bend it a little bit and then just press it in there. Okay, so the glue catches. Now we're gonna remove all this thermal paste. Okay. That's not the way I typically remove it.
Recording is still running.
That's not how I typically remove it. But the computer has to be in frame at all times. So we're gonna do it like that. We're just gonna shake it really quick, 1, 2, 3, and there you go. Because pieces fell off, we're gonna take a toothbrush and first of all just dislodge that one and this one here, and don't worry about the mess. I'm gonna shake it off. Okay, there you go. Now we're gonna take a paper towel. We're gonna take some 99% alcohol. Okay, spray it on the paper towel, and we're gonna clean up the die of the CPU and the GPU. Now, I can't stress enough, actually use high quality thermal paste, okay? Because these computers, they tend to pull quite a little bit of power from the adapter. And the more power they draw, the hotter they're gonna get, okay? So thermal paste, a good thermal paste will conduct heat better, much better actually, than a cheap one. Okay, so gonna clean this here. We're gonna use isopropyl alcohol, 99%. If you don't have 99%, you can use a lower, 75 or something like that. It's just that will contain a little bit more water, so make sure everything is dry before you put it in. You don't want to short anything. Okay, so that's clean. We're gonna take our thermal paste. Less is more, okay? So for the CPU die,
Recording is still running.
we're gonna do 2 dots just like this, and for the GPU 2 dots just like that. Now we're gonna put back the heatsink. We're gonna give it a little, okay, just like that. And now proceed to put back the screws. Now each one of them, they have a certain number, not really important. What I would do them diagonally, same like the lugs on your tire. You don't want to do one next to the other, you do opposite. Okay, now the fans. Okay, we're gonna put this guy here. And the last one in here. We're gonna connect the fan back. Okay. Gonna connect the battery. Okay, make sure it's inserted all the way in.
Recording is still running.
Take the top case. Press it first like this, so you make sure it clicks. Okay. And now we're gonna do the screws. And that's pretty much the job. This is actually a very simple process. You really need basic tools. All I used was a Phillips head. This here, so it's not on my way. Okay. And the short screw goes right there. Perfect. And with that said, make sure that the frame aligns nicely. And with that said, you have successfully replaced the DC jack. Now, if this video helped any of you guys, please like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, more videos to come. Have a good one.